When I was working at the shelter, I realized right away that the women who lived there were better photographers than my students that I had in colleges. The reason for that is because the students who are 18 or 19 years old know a little bit about photography, but they know nothing about life. And the women knew nothing about photography, but they knew everything about life. So they were able to take photographs that were full of meaning, even though technically they didn't know about photography. I first got to the shelter because of an ad in the New York Times that advertised for a media and recreation specialist. I couldn't find a job. I couldn't find any job at all. Even the most menial, lowest paying job I couldn't get. A lot of this was because of my Tourette syndrome, and I put off interviewers even though I explained what it was, but I couldn't find a job, and after a year of searching, I answered this ad in the Times, and a few days later I got a call to come for an interview in a hellish, forsaken part of New York City. It took me an hour and 3 subway transfers to get there from my apartment. I interviewed with 2 women who ran the shelter, both of whom had sons with Tourette syndrome and obsessive compulsive disorder, and knew me from the film Twitch and Shout, which was on PBS just 3 years earlier.
I was taking photography classes at a shelter. We seemed to have fun walking around the block and taking pictures of people. Citizens in the town. When I met Lowell, he was like a friend to me. The class was an opportunity for not only me but other individuals, you know, in the situation that I was in, to go out and experience something like photography. The environment at the shelter sometimes is very difficult. In one cubicle, there was about 30 people. There's a lot of anger within some of the residents. There's a lot of ignorance. It's very hard for individuals sometimes who are trying to branch out for themselves and make some kind of a living, or to get to even socialize with different people. People sometimes were taking other people's belongings. People were fighting like cats and dogs. I suppose things would go very much different if people just knew how to treat each other.
You got into some fights there, right?
Well, I did have a brawl every now and then, but well, it was, matter of fact, I might have had about 2. I had about 2 brawls, and it wasn't nothing serious. I was much younger, but it was just, I was attacked, actually. I was actually attacked twice, and I had to defend myself. I had no choice but to retaliate. For people that don't have any place other than a shelter to subside, it's just the best thing to do is to basically branch out and take care of all that you need to take care of. Don't just sit there and let your life just pass you by.